Good evening, friends and yogis. My name is Nicole Spirit. We're here to do a nice wind down yoga practice for the end of our day, bedtime yoga. So get into something super comfy. Let's just relax for the last 10-20 minutes of our day. Let's start with our feet hip width apart. So we're going to just arrive on our mat, decide on what kind of energy we want to have right now. Let's lift up the toes, create some connection to the ground, find your roots, feel supported, especially if you've had any challenges this day, this month, this year, and breathe. Remember, when we take a 7-count inhale breath, we change our physiology. When we exhale to the count of 7, our hormonal balance starts to really benefit us. And it's like we can give ourselves a recharge and a reboot as we slowly learn to let it go. Notice if you're gripping or holding on to anything. Let's continue this long, smooth breath. And maybe you even visualize 7 energy centers, your chakras getting lit up each time you take a pulse or a count of 7. And then the exhale breath, again, just a gentle little consideration of each chakra. Same color as the rainbow, so we start at the root. We inhale, we get red and orange and gold and green and blue and indigo and purple at the crown. Exhale breath. Maybe you went right to the heavens. You went right to your favorite constellation or star. I went to the Pleiades and the moon. And on the exhale, purple, third eye, throat chakra, heart center, our Manipura, our manifestation powerhouse center, our beautiful fire, our passion, and our roots, our beautiful, think of a tree, our grounding system that holds us supported, our friends, our family, our own connection to spirit. Bend your knees a little bit, continue a long, smooth breath, and we're going to start knocking at the door of life. So just take your arms around. This is a Qigong move. You're meant to give yourself a little stimulation at the low back so that your kidneys can release any fear. We turn anything like that to curiosity. We also find our vitality in that middle chakra, golden color. It's like the beautiful top of a fire, and it's soothing us, it's warming us. So give yourself a little stimulation. The little kidneys are at the back under the ribs, the little adrenal hats on top. And we breathe and we smile and we soften our face. And let me tell you this, you're not here to solve every problem on earth. You're not here to feel serious all the time. And you're meant to actually enjoy your life. Let's slow things down. A lot of people have been experiencing the ego death, or releasing all of these titles of who they were, and that's okay. Gently come back to stillness, pause for a moment, get what's called the rebound now, where you get this beautiful flush of energy through your whole body. Keep your breath nice and long and smooth, and we're just going to do one standing posture, just to remind ourselves that it's challenging to balance, and it takes that courage to show up. Your left leg is going to be standing. We're going to gently draw the right knee up. Take your arms up overhead. Reach through the right and through the left side. Good. And then float that right leg down. If you don't want to, you don't raise the knee up that high. Use your core to draw the other side up. Look at something not moving. One more breath here. Soften your face, good, and then let that left foot down to the floor. Let's gently release our arms. We're gonna do my favorite breath of life, 4 ha breaths. Arms are out, and we're gonna do the angel version, where on the exhale, you bring the arms up, inhale, exhale, and you swirl your wrists on the way out, and you make that long ha exhale breath, the breath of life. Let's do 4 together. Inhale up. Good. I always love the reminder. Second part of the word aloha. How we share the breath is how we share the life. I didn't take a deep enough breath there. One more. Good. Feel like the cocoon, feel like the caterpillar releasing, letting go, and coming into your butterfly self. Good. And we finish off by gently releasing our arms to our sides. Let's do a forward fold before we go all the way to the floor. We're going to bend our knees a little bit. Let yourself walk forwards. Let your hands just float down. And maybe you even get your head dangling. See if it's available to just bend your knees and breathe. Notice this energy floating into the head and the neck and the shoulders. And a super nice thing to do here is a little spinal twist. So plant your right hand under your chest and take your left arm up and over. If this is too much today, then just hang out in forward fold. So good for your brain. Get some feel-good energy, some endorphins in there. Continue the breath wherever you are. Gently start to release. And let's think about bringing the right arm up and over. Good. Use your exhale to really explore the twist. Remember your variation. If it's too much, maybe you bend at the elbow. And you breathe and you just let it go. Notice any energy you might be holding on to emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Let's release down on the next breath. Both hands plant underneath you. Let's just straighten the knees just a little tiny bit more. Open up the back side of the body. This helps release the bladder and kidney meridians. Good. And then with the knees a bit bent, we're going to stand back up. Excellent. Let's float our way down to the mat. Come onto your knees. Good. We're going to gently release the whole body forward. So arrive with your hands under your shoulders. Send your legs back behind you. And gently just walk your whole body forwards and down. Once you arrive, open your feet a little bit wider. Let's bring the hands underneath the chin. And you gently just breathe. It might feel really nice to turn your head one way. Smile, soften, and imagine that whole beautiful energy of your smile floating from your heart down your whole body. Find the breath and really practice for a couple of more minutes of really not trying to do anything. If it makes sense, turn your switch to off, go within, ask to connect with the guardian angel, and get some rest. Bring your feet back together. We're going to gently take our arms out in front. Make sure that once you're reaching, you gently just draw your shoulder blades back to your body. And we're going to do just a small little swimming movement here. So bring your right arm up and your left foot up. And then exhale and lower back down. Then you do the other side. Go with the breath and push your belly into the mat. This stimulates your pancreas. It helps reduce or reverse diabetes. Always remember that it helps us find our sweetness in life from the inside out, from the breath, from beauty, not from necessarily just eating or calories. So finding that sweetness from the inside out. Let's do 2 more on each side. This should feel really nice and gentle. Good, and then we come back to center. Now we open the feet a little wider. Take your elbows out to the sides and turn your head the other way. Just breathe, soften your face. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Know that you are greatly loved. And a nice little mantra that I say to myself every day. I am healthy, I am happy. I am loved. I am safe. I am free. Good. Soak that in, see which part of that you need to repeat to yourself, and maybe you can float into all of them. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to bring our arms by our sides. We're just going to find our superhero. Elbows are close to your body. On your next inhale breath, we're going to clap the hands above the head. On your exhale breath, you gently slide the elbows down and back. Just 3 more times, a little bit of pressure on the belly, opening up the kidneys at the back of the body, finding our vitality, our zest, our zeal for life. And when we're done, we're going to leave our elbows by our sides. We're going to push into the ground, push up and away, and come into a child's pose. You can open your knees as wide as you like, sink your hips down, and then gently find a place to put your head. So arms can reach in front, they can cross so that you can rest your forehead. Another variation I really like is just stacking the fists and then pressure coming onto the forehead, and you just imagine your third eye awakening a little bit here, the indigo blue chakra, Ajna chakra, which helps us to find our 6th sense, or the non-physical senses. And I always remind myself that we see less than 99% of the visible light spectrum, or what's out there, and we hear less than 1%. Let's take one more breath here and gently just imagine our intuition and our heart being synced up, the best energy for our human life right now. Good, and then gently we're going to release. So bring yourself back up onto all fours, take your feet and sweep them out to the right side, and then we're going to roll onto our seat. Good. So make your way down, first having the knees up. Nice tall spine for a moment. And before we go down, we're just going to do one thing to help release our text, neck, and shoulders. So bring your hands behind you. You can walk your fingertips a little closer together. This is the variation 1. Part 2 is to bend at the elbows and gently release yourself down. And just feel this nice opening and release in the back side of the body, in your shoulders and neck. One more breath here. And find that inner smile again. Remember, you have a glimpse of your Buddha nature every day, your enlightened person. Start to bring yourself back up, get really nice and rooted, and then we're going to roll all the way down to the floor. Let's just do 2 breaths. Try not to crash. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and massage your spine as you release down. Make sure you're on your mat. This is a good time to have a blanket close by. We'll finish off, if it's comfortable, to cover ourselves up with a blanket. Let's finish off spinal twist. We're going to take our arms out to the sides, shoulder level. Let's bend the knees, and we'll go over to the right. Big inhale breath, exhale, gently drop your knees to the right side. Find a place that feels comfortable, and if you need a little tiny bit more, you bring your right heel up and gently place it just above the knee, and you're going to feel a big stretch in that left IT band, the left hip area. If that's too much, you just leave your knees over to the right and breathe. Remember, a way to make your spinal twist go a little bit deeper is to look over your left extended arm. Maybe your eyes are closed. One more breath here. Maybe you even visualize a beautiful wash of energy going down the spine, the union, the yoga of your body and breath and mind, just asking the body to shut down for the rest of the day so you can sleep so wonderfully tonight. Let's come back to center on the next breath. Inhale, find that core strength, bring your head, your knees back to upright, and then exhale over to the left with the knees. You might move your hips a little before you bring your feet down. Just see how you feel here. Root down through your shoulders. And then again, if it's available, maybe you lift that left foot up onto the knee and you breathe. Take a notice if you'd like to hang out here or if you'd like to use an exhale and look over your right extended arm. And my intention for you is such beautiful health and wellness, to experience happiness and joy in your life. And my reminder to you that you intend for a strong and healthy immune system. Be as human as you can be. And remember your free healthcare, taking deeper breaths, drinking more water or staying well hydrated, and vibrating more positively. Let's gently release on the next breath, wherever that top foot is, release it down. Let's inhale. Let's come back up to center with the head and the knees. If you need to readjust your hips, do that now, and then gently float your arms by your sides. My favorite little thing to do before Shavasana, bring your knees up, bring your hands together, and rub the soles of your feet together, rub the palms of your hands together. You're stimulating 3,000 nerve endings in your hands, 15,000 nerve endings in your feet, and we're going to make a chi or energy ball, prana ball with our hands. One more breath. Go side to side if you can, and if it's too much, just do the hands, leave the feet on the ground. Good. Then we're going to float the feet down. You can decide if you want to straighten the legs. And we're going to make an energy ball by gently drawing our hands away and towards each other. Curl your fingertips. Close your eyes. And maybe when your hands get close, don't let them touch. You almost feel like there's an energy or a magnetic force that pushes them apart. And I want you to use your best visualization, your imagination. Use all of the power of joy and healing and love and humanness and your connection to the divine. And visualize this energy healing ball being the best for you at this time. Gently float this ball down towards your body. Without any interest, notice where your hands arrive. Let them be there. Take a couple of moments now. If it feels right, you can cover yourself with a blanket if you haven't already. And use your power of your own healing breath, your thoughts, your mind, to infuse healing into your own body. The longer and smoother and the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. You can gently visualize your body becoming relaxed from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head, and then gently, almost like there's a magic flashlight, it floats down your body. And I love the visualization that each time this beautiful healing light floats around our body, that we become 12 years rejuvenated. So you do this once a day, and 12 years gently comes off of your body. You become more relaxed. You remind your body about your parasympathetic healing system, where you rest, repair, rejuvenate, and relax. Let's take a couple more breaths here, and if you wish to just gently end off here, you can always go to sleep. So take a few more deep breaths. A long, smooth breath is a long, smooth life. And I feel so blessed. I'm sharing this energy with you now of one of the most beautiful blankets I've ever had the joy to own. And this is from my dear friends, my sisters. And the blanket is from a company called Come Home. So my intention for you is that you come home to yourself. Take another deep breath, and when you're ready, we'll gently bend the knees, roll onto your side, Be in the fetal position for a moment or two, and then nice strong arms. You're like a feather and you push the ground away, and you're going to bring yourself up to a seated position. If you have a blanket, take a moment now to make yourself a big magical shawl and get all cozy into yourself. Once you arrive and you find yourself in your own magical cocoon, visualize which stage you're at in life. Are you still a caterpillar? Have you found your cocoon? Have you found your butterflies starting to form? Activate your imaginal cells. Bring your hands together at your heart and we'll bow the head gently. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. May you have a wonderful sleep tonight and know that you are greatly loved.